Here's an EKCO battery-powered radio made by the EKCO company, Southend-on-Sea, England. And the story of this radio was that it was actually used in South Africa, from what the people that brought it in told me. And this is a kind of an unusual radio in that it's designed to operate on batteries, 90 volt B battery and 1.5 volt A battery. It's an extremely high-end receiver, and it looks like kind of a later design than most of the American battery radios. I've got a True Tone radio that runs, I've got it set up to run on 10 9-volt batteries plus a D cell, but it's a little bit older than this. And this, of course, was designed for areas where there were no electric power lines. And I'm not sure how that condition persisted in the world. I think probably by the 50s in the United States, most areas had electric lines, although I'm sure I think there were even some in the U.S. up through the 60s that didn't. But most of them back then, by that time, did. But this, I would think that this maybe dates from the 1950s. I'm not certain. Model is B726. And it even has a tuning eye to it. I can't wait to see what that looks like when we get it all working. But here is the inside view of it, and it's got a, let's see, I guess it doesn't have an RF amplifier, but it's got frequency converter, 2 IF stages, detector, phase splitter, and push-pull output. And I just wonder why it didn't have an RF stage, but my Murphy British radio, which I have at home, doesn't have an RF stage, and the performance is extremely good. So I think this tries to make up the gain loss with an extra stage of IF amplification. Although you'd think for such a high-end unit it would have an RF stage to it. And it's got a plug. It's got a plug here that's designed to go into the battery pack. We'll probably try to set this up with some 9-volt batteries and then a D cell to run the filaments. Or if the customer desires, I may try to design a plug-in power supply, but I think that the battery supply would be easier, and it'd be more novel too, having a tube-type radio that runs on batteries. So there's the EKCO radio before repair.